Hi everybody. Well, my trip heading down to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil with my visa exploits, you'll wait till you hear this story. So in my last talk, I was still waiting. It's been 24 days since I first applied for my electronic visa to go to Brazil. I needed to get to the cruise ship. That's where the cruise ship is sailing from. The Regent Seven Seas Voyager. That's one of the ones that was from my company because of our performance, called the President's Club Cruise. We had to pay some money for it. We had to pay for our flights, our hotel, and all that stuff. But the basic cruise, the majority of the cruise ship itself was covered by our company, and our sponsors at the time is Regent Seven Seas, who is a sponsor of our company. Not me, not YouTube, not me, our travel agency. Okay, they're one of our premier sponsors when we hold events. But applying for the visa, they wanted photos, certain size, certain colors, and all the guidelines. They wanted my passport information, my mailing address, my current home information. They wanted my bank account statement with a minimum of $2,000 US in the bank, etc., etc. And we sent it in. And then they sent it back saying, we need different information. And I ended up having to send that in. Now, if you remember from the last video, I actually went and opened a new account, put money into it, and then said that was my bank account, and then canceled it out. So even if they, somebody hacked me and tried to steal my money, there's no more money left in that account. So that's what I did, because I don't like, who in the heck am I sending my bank account information to in Brazil? First of all, it goes through VS Global, which is a third party that does visas for places all over the world. Just recommend, they'll process everything and say, okay, here's all the information, whatever country, it's up to you to approve it now. Well, that's what VS Global does. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then on Friday, that just passed, right before I had to send them more information. Had to go get another photo done at the passport office. Had to send them a different copy of a bank statement from my credit card statement. Not with my account on it, but with my name on it. I was okay with that as long as there's no account there. I'm okay with that. There was no number or anything on the piece of paper. I was allowed to scratch that off. Sent all that information in. And then on Friday, what happens? Remember, I leave for this cruise in less than 2 weeks now. And I've been waiting for 4 weeks, over 4 weeks. It's supposed to take 5 days. This visa process is supposed to take 5 days, but in their infinite wisdom, they decided to open up a visa platform for the new year, the week of Christmas. Do you think it would get busy? Do you think they might be, less manpower and stuff at the consulate to get all these approved? Well, they were. They absolutely fell apart, and it's taking forever to process things. And so they just sent out a global alert on Friday saying, yeah, well, you know what, Australia, Canada, United States, maybe we don't need a visa until April now, because things are backed up and we're not quite getting this smooth, and we're not quite up to par with what we're doing. So we're now saying that you don't need a visa until April. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a relief off my mind, but I've paid now about $150 worth of stuff, from photos and getting my bank statements and closing a bank account and the application fee for the visa. And I said, well, at least they're going to send us back the visa fee fee, right? They're going to send us back the visa application money that we sent in if we don't need it anymore. And then Friday afternoon, congratulations, Mr. Terrace. You have now been approved for your visa application. Well, that's a coincidence, don't you think? Don't you think that's a pretty big coincidence that I got approved on the same day they said I don't need it anymore? I wonder if that means I don't need to, if you don't need a visa now to go on, they could just approve everybody. Because they're not going to check it anyway, right? You're approved, you're approved, you're approved, you're approved. We're going to keep the $80-some fee that it costs for that. They're not issuing refunds for the people that are there. Why? Probably because they're going to approve every single one. Because now you don't need one. So as long as you're flying or going there before April, chances are you're going to be approved instantly if you've already sent in your thing. And you're going to have it probably by now. What a coincidence, right? What an amazing stroke of luck. How is that possible? That within hours of them deciding that they don't need the visa anymore, my visa was approved. You know what? I'm still bringing the visa with me. Because my luck would be, I arrive at the airport in Brazil and they said, oh, we see you've been approved for a visa. Can we see it, please? And I said, well, we don't need visas anymore. Yeah, but you were approved for one, so we need to see it. I'm bringing my visa. You're darn sure I'm bringing my visa.